Hey, 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 come along with me while I make some Dijon mustard pork chops. It is also low carb, and it is how I've been eating to lose 62.2 pounds in 11 weeks. Let's get started. We're gonna start out with some pork chops. I'm making a double batch. Some Dijon mustard, some Himalayan pink salt, some black pepper, avocado oil, chicken broth. I chose reduced sodium. Parsley, you can use some fresh parsley because it'll be used as a garnishment, and some heavy whipping cream. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, I have cut this. We're gonna go ahead and open this up. And we're gonna go ahead and salt and pepper both sides. If you would like, if you want a little kick to this, you could add some cayenne pepper or red pepper flakes. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just do one at a time, trying to use as little dishes as possible. And I'm gonna need my both hands, but I'm gonna grind some black pepper. I got one side, so I'll go ahead and put it on my cutting board, and I'll go ahead and salt and pepper this side. And we're going to repeat with all of them, with all our pork chops. All right, let's get some avocado in. I normally would use a skillet, but because I'm making a double batch, I want them to sit in the sauce. And my skillet's not gonna be deep enough, but I would use a large skillet. But let's go ahead and turn the heat up and let this get heated. These are looking great. Ooh, I cannot wait for some pork chops. I'm gonna go ahead and put these in a hot pan and sizzle about 4 minutes on each side. They're getting such a nice sear. But they're a little thicker than the last ones. The last ones I was able to cook for about 4 minutes on each side. These are 6 to 7 on each side. Right now that I'm done, I'm putting my chicken broth in. I'm using a cup because I'm making some extra sauce, but that is a cup of chicken broth. If you're only making 4 pork chops, probably need about a third. All right, so now that I've got my broth in, I'm gonna get this going, get everything from the bottom of the pan, all the goodness. And let this warm up before I add anything else. And I've got some broccoli with coconut oil on it and a little bit of salt, Himalayan pink salt. And I got some baked beans for the guys. However much chicken broth you use the same amount of heavy whipping cream. I'm testing the Dijon mustard. So right now I'm only using 3 tablespoons. If I was making only 4 pork chops, I would only use maybe 2 or I don't know, maybe 1, but we're gonna let this kind of warm up and I'm gonna taste it and see if I need to add any more Dijon mustard. Adding some cracked pepper, about 2 teaspoons of parsley is what I'm gonna put. We're gonna stir and just reduce it, to the thickening of your liking. So I'm just gonna let this cook. All right, I've had it going for about 4 minutes. Oh, it is finally thickening up. And I'm gonna literally turn this on low because my guys are at the dog park and I think it's gonna thicken up just fine. All right, I have put it in a smaller little saucepan so it's easier to take out with a little ladle. All right, we've got our seared pork chops. They're cooked. We've got some broccoli seasoned with a little bit of coconut oil and some Himalayan pink salt. This is our Dijon mustard sauce. I think it looks great. I like the way it tastes. And for the guys, some baked beans. This is broccoli with a little bit of oh, I just got it on the thing. A little bit of coconut oil and Himalayan pink salt. And this is some Dijon mustard sauce. Yum. All right, we are going to test the Dijon mustard and pork chops. The man loved it. His friend liked it as well. That's really good. And it's not too overpowering because sometimes you'll add Dijon mustard to something and it's just too much. Really good.